Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. How's everybody doing there? Did you guys expect me? Well, I mean you should if you're here already. What's up Scotty? What's up Fairy Guy Caleb? You welcome for got to add 7-star blade piece to the game store, only 6-star. I think you can buy this 7-star game blade piece now, no? Nope? Yes? No? But let us open. I am 20 crystals away from getting something useful here. Maybe we can just get lucky. What do you guys think? Can we? What's up, Mr. Bashkashan the King? How are you doing, buddy? What's up, Saeed? Come on, let's get a nice ascension. Otherwise, we're gonna be 18 crystals away. Up to 18 crystals away. No dice. I got a pity drop now. That's not a pity drop if you're 10 crystals away. It means you're gonna get your next ascension at least 10 crystals earlier than you thought you would. Because effectively that's... I think I have pulled like 1, maybe 2 champions outside of pities. Towers drop on 17th, my man. Right. What 7-star are we getting? Asked the people there. My PC this morning on your stream. It's all good. It's all good, Scotty. Don't you worry about a thing, huh? Oh, you meant Mama Bear's stream. Well, fair enough. I'm sure Mama Bear forgives you. Warlock? Yeah, I like Warlock too. I think Warlock's cool. I always like Warlock more than most people. Right, anyways, let's get arena. So I have done this stupid arena. Let's get you. So let's start a 7-star rank 3s. Towers are Wednesday? Yep. This guy looks bad. Yeah, I know. I need more units. Sure, grinding more, but honestly, it's just life, man. Da 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 da. 56k or so now? Well, you're a madman. You are absolutely a madman. What's up, Jiggles? How are you doing, buddy? Yeah, of course. Of course. We all know you do. You're gonna cash in real nice. And thank you for the follow. MCOC Angry Blind? Angry Blind? MCOC Angry Blind. Thank you very much for the follow. Oh, so you were out and about. I need 2 more of those Chavez thingies to get her ascended. I need 2 more of them Chavez thingamajigs. Hey! Look at that, somebody got a membership there. Peasant drops? No, these are full on all the good drops. Thank you very much, Mama Bear. Very kind of you. Let's get Mama Bear's name up there. How's health, Mama Bear? When is the first hairdresser appointment? Eh? Oh, you already had one. Chavez ascended. I still can't ascend my Chavez. So mine still is not. I need 2 more tokens. You know, we're gonna get sooner or later. I don't even really know where I'm getting them from, but they seem to be appearing. If I had more 6 stones, I might have rank 4 my Arcus already, by the way. Had a nice gym session again today. BG's later. I know. Should I? That's what you work on in gym? I mainly focus on biceps and chest right now. I really need it. I really desperately needed. You're alright. Arena is kind of. I might as well. Stupid mojo. If I pull him one more time, I might need to report him though, because I think I have an extra token. How's Scotty that fast? Because he's a madman, that's how. Or he's using AI to grind. Which one is it, Scotty? Yeah, I'm also quite close to. Hey, what's up, Don Pablo? How are you doing? And that's one dead. Do I think Chels will make him meta? I don't know. Kinda doubtful, but who knows. Ascension did wonders for Black Panther, but for most champions it hasn't really helped all that much, to be honest. You hope I'm well. I'm okay. Nothing. I mean, it's fine-ish day. Up. Woke up. Oh, I had to get my car fixed a little bit. Had to change a part because the antenna block basically had died. So that kind of pissed me off because I hoped it would be, a fairly inexpensive fix, but I ended up paying like 120 euros for it. Hit the gym, ran a few errands with my wife, and then worked for the most part. Didn't do much interesting at all today. Essentially, I could do one for Galen, yes, you are correct. Hit all the good button? Oh yeah. You absolutely have to get the good button. Because Diana is home. She's not in the best of moods. So if you don't hit the good buttons, you're gonna have an angry little blonde chasing you down. But some of you would like that, wouldn't you? Oh, no. Don't. I'm so dead. Oh, maybe not. This BG victory rack meta? Best defenders. All champions kind of work fine, to be honest. There's not many defenders that are like kind of crazy. This is fairly open meta there. You know what I mean? It's a fairly straightforward meta where you can use just about all the champions. Yeah, what's up, Devon? Pew 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 pew. Are all the drops enabled? Yes. Jean is not the greatest on attack, yeah, but she's a good defender. So what do you think of the meta change on Wednesday? I think it's fine. I think Kindred's gonna be a bitch. I think Onslaught's gonna be more annoying. I think Arcade's probably gonna be more tricky. Oh, thanks, yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, the whole drop situation really did screw me over. Drops genuinely is one of the main reasons why I don't stream more nowadays. Because of drops, I basically have no other choice but to kind of like do much other stuff. You know, work a lot more hours. Kindred's gonna be a bitch. Because again, you have to punish his... There's gonna be so few counters to Kindred. Yeah, it's kind of same. It's kind of harder to get myself playing the game because number one, I think BGs are still in abysmal state. The rewards haven't been updated forever. Radiant store is still underwhelming at this point, and BGs again. Number one, they have gotten kind of stale. Number two, the roster disparity is just getting brutal and depressing as well. So it's kind of hard to motivate yourself there. Other than that, I think Ascension is kind of ruining the game for the more competitive players because you kind of have to rank up Ascended champions that you don't necessarily, you know, love. I'm not saying I hate my rank ups, but you know, they're definitely not the choice that I would have made if Prestige 30 and Ascension would be a thing. You know what I mean? Ascension plus Prestige 30 is just fucking cancerous. And yeah, I just don't have the same vigor for the game either. I mean, there is no real rush to get the GC. I mean, you lose a bit of radiance, but that's what it is. We'll see how well towers do, but again, initial class towers are definitely going to be more of an arena type thing without units, so I don't know how exciting that will actually work out to be. Well, that always kind of existed, but I don't know. Just not feeling it, I guess you could say, Pulp Mages. Yeah, Radiance has not aged well, and they have not updated that store well enough. Like, even now, they are about to double the amount of Tier 5 Alpha you can buy in Radiant Store, and still pittance compared to, like, monthly Elder's Quest, you know what I mean? So that's the thing that I can't, you know, get. If you, you know, buy out the Tier 5 Alpha completely, right now you get 6,000 something Tier 5 Alpha, right? With the update, you're about to be able to get like 12,000 Tier 5 Alpha. I do monthly Elder Quest and I get like 40k Tier 5 Alpha, which is like, you know, 3+ times more. For playing a fucking monthly quest. So yeah, it's one of those, man. So we'll see what Kabam does. Again, I have become kind of more detached with the game. Like, you know, a lot of things Kabam does annoy me, but I don't get like as mad about it because, you know, they kind of killed part of me in relation to this game. Like, I don't want to do everything. I don't necessarily want to compete. I don't want to spend money on the game anymore. You know, I hope they, you know, create fun content that we can all enjoy and stuff, but at this point I'm definitely really happy that I do have, you know, a job and I don't rely on MCOC monies to, you know, pay my rent and stuff. Obviously, any bit helps, and it is still very, very nice. And I don't think I could do, you know, well enough without anything at all like this. But at least it's not like the main thing. So we'll see what Kaban's cooking. Think, you know. Okay, so answer that one. Because again, you know, deep down, the bottom line is, you know, I obviously wish the best for the game. I wish, you know, millions of more people play it and stuff like that. I just also think that Kabam has kind of butchered many aspects of the game, and it's turned into something completely different. Gameplay. Well, with the BGs, I think one thing that I definitely should try that I haven't is what I did in the Summoner Showdown, creation of Omega pools. I think that would be an interesting thing to try out, no? I need to play towers. Well, we'll see what happens with towers, because towers, again, like, many will play towers initially, but remember the towers have a hard cap. At some point, you're just not going to be able to progress in towers. It's going to be like, this is how far you can get, and that's it. Until you, like, start, you know, until you rank up more champions and get more champions ascended. What's up, Eagle? Oh, sorry, Shark and Eagle. That khun is just squishy as they can be. I'd actually really like Rocket Raccoon if he had like half decent base stats, but he's such a glass cannon. The two new latest champs kind of look mid as fuck. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't even bother reading their abilities for this champ for sure. No, the actual beauty of the Balagons, like, and here's the one thing, like, why Balagons I think is more important than Kabam has treated them. The actual beauty of the Balagons is that outside of Arena, Balagons is the only game where they can be replayed. There's nothing else, like, you can't replay incursions and, you know, earn the rewards and stuff like that in general. There's nothing else in the game that you can replay. Oh yeah, Shadow Star was the other one. BG is unplayable right now. BG is not in a good place for sure. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't really care about the console. Generally, about the StatCast relics, I just don't. I never, like, cared that much about them, so I'm kind of like, I get what I get and I'm fine. You know what I mean? Okay, but I hate it because I can't progress. Yeah, I mean, like, that's what Kabam did. The progress part they took away when they took away the participation event. and they haven't updated the Alliance participation event in like forever. And that is when they removed the incentive to kind of grind. Because previously, even though it wasn't like the best thing, at the very least, if you played Valorant a lot, you have like solo event placement high or something, you know? And, you know, Alliance is also kind of encouraged PG grinding because Alliance rewards were kind of decent. But they took away the solo event, haven't updated the Alliance event in like years, and it's absolutely irrelevant. So there's like no incentive to actually play Battlegrounds. There's just incentive to get to GC, which is 1, and 2, you know, have half decent finish plays. Especially Ruby so many times in videos. Ruby is kind of annoying, yeah. Ruby is kind of annoying. But there we go. Let's see what we do. And change BG, we're gonna lose bonus. Is it just me or is it difficult to trap Galen in a match? Oh yeah, I mean Galen can definitely do a lot of matches. You're 100%. Right. He takes a lot of like random matchups quite well. Like he's okay against Captain Britain and stuff. Why don't you like Thorax? Because he looks like a Neanderthal 8. I think Thorax is like the worst variant of a Marvel character that we have in a game. I think he looks disgusting. I think he looks nothing like Thor. I think his abilities don't look like Thor's abilities. I think it's a champion that Kabam made based on like 2 minutes from trailer footage. And I think he would be like 15 times better if they just made Thorax based on the end of the movie, not the trailer. And yeah, he basically just looks like a hairy Neanderthal ape. He reminds me of a random Berserker character in like old RPG games like Age of Heroes, where they were just kind of like, nah, mindless Misa. It's not a fucking God of Thunder. I think it's a bastardization of intellectual property of Thor. I think in no mythology or MCOC interpretation, you could justifiably create Thor Ragnarok looking the way he does, having the abilities and stance that he does right now. I think a fucking Fraggle Thor makes more sense, and that's, you know, the frog version of Thor, than the thing that we have right now. I genuinely think he's fucking disgustingly bad character model and concept of. But one of my all-time kind of, what is this shit, come on, that moments with champion. So, I hope that answers your question. That is why I'm not a massive fan of Thor. Thor Ragnarok. I actually like OG Thor a lot. Or Thor as a character. Just so because he's hairy. It's not just because he's hairy. It's like his stance, his abilities. He's always been also like a shit champion. Because I always hated him because as a champion in the game too, he's absolute fucking Groot level of noodle until you get to your like level 3. And he still is. Like, I see that they kind of tried to fix that with that Fury on level 2, but that Fury on level 2 is much weaker and short, and it's just not good enough. And still, effectively, he's the type of champion where you have to get to level 3 before he does anything, which I always hate champions like that. I think it's just a design that's destined to fail. There are like very few champions that have successfully pulled it off, and every single one of them have like a good mechanic to kind of offset it. Like for instance with Titania pulls that off, but you know, she still has a ton of abilities that work on her weighted level 3, and you can purposely get in a phase to get to the level 3 quicker. And in general, if you need a level 3 on it, like Dr. Doom for instance, Dr. Doom, you know, brings his own fucking power gain mechanic there. So he works with level 3 rotations. There's like very few champions that ever work with level 3 rotation, and there has to be like some sort of help to get there. Thor's power gain kicks in after you have gotten level 3, basically. So yeah. Watching the wall happen, no? But if he gets A2, he could... Again, he's never going to be decent because you need to get level 3 before you can start doing shit. There are so many champions in the game that are finished doing shit by the, you know, time you get level 3. If you don't have some sort of power game. Like so many of the past champions, level 1, level 2 done. Level 2, level 1 done. You know what I mean? And then there's Thor Ragnarok who gets level 3, and then you kind of start spamming and damaging and stuff. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I don't know why Kabam has not made Stormbreaker Thor. To me, seems kind of like, you know, an easy winter champion. No champion since Caroline and Nico. Let's check. We can test and check that hypothesis. Well, another thing why a lot of champions are struggling to make their mark is because people are not a lot of competitive guys are not ranking them what they can't ascend. But that's, you know, a side issue. I'm new. How long is the stream? This stream is probably going to be at least an hour. Still. Agent X-Force. Come on. You shish kebab. Oh, you suck. I mean, he's still dead, but... Okay, let's take a look at it. Can't take a look at shit. Alright. You want to get cooked? Let's go. Whoops. Good enough. Let's see cockpit. Alright. Built the 2026 champions, right? Any champion 2026. I mean, Ruby's kind of useful for now. I'd say Ruby's probably the more impactful this year, but it's not like, I don't think she's, you know, broken, busted, or insane. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna lose one of these. I think in 2026, yeah, I think Ruby's probably the more kind of like meta relevant champion right now. We'll see how long it lasts. But yeah, you're right. Like, you know, I have Pixie, but I give zero shits about Pixie, for instance. You know, I pulled her, but I mean, I'll probably rank 2 her at some point. Rank 3 maybe with some random rank up them, but yeah, no, yeah, you're right. The thing, again, with Madeline, I think Madeline's going to be, like, useful for, like, Alliance War. I don't see her being, like, a BG-type champion. I'm sure we'll get to see Madeline for, like, some Coliseum stuff or something. She's fun, she's cool. I'm not going to say much bad about her. Again, I don't think she's going to be, like, the most BG-dominant type champion. Ruby's overpowered? I don't think Ruby's overpowered. I think Ruby's fine. I think Ruby is good defender that has plenty of counters, and she's a decently good attacker, so she has a reasonably good chance to be relevant for, a bit. Oh, look at that. And that's a beautiful sight to behold. Maddie also can get cocked by that AI, absolutely, yeah. Because even with Infuriate, sometimes I just do not throw those heavies. Do you think the tower mod is going to be good? I think the class towers will not be good. Just don't. I think the challenge towers can potentially be good. Because again, with class towers, number one, they're going to be grindy to start with, and then they're going to cap out. And if you take a look at the fights themselves, that arena fights, you're going to be fighting like OG Thor, fucking no-nos and stuff. And the only thing that's going to be important there is if you have fat enough roster. And eventually you're going to cap out there where, regardless of how flawless you play, you're not going to be able to progress. And by the looks of it, you kind of will need recall masters probably for the higher ones. So, on class towers I don't expect too much. It's going to have its novelty thing whilst it's new and stuff, but I don't expect it to be, amazing. Because again, it has a hard cap, and the hard cap is going to be your roster limitation or your skill limitation. So we'll see. But I mean, at the very least, in the initial thing, I think it's going to be kind of fun to explore it. I think the initial rewards are going to be kind of nice, whilst we can still climb the towers and tiers and levels. So I do look forward still to it. But yeah, I think that I'm also kind of setting my expectations on it like fairly reasonable, I'd say. I think challenge towers, if Kabam does them well, can be an amazing idea. But we'll see if they do. Like Ursula? She's kind of cool, yeah. Ursula's nice. It seems like almost all the new content's roster check. It basically is. Everything Kabam has done in the last, I'd say, 9 months has effectively been a roster check or increasing impact on roster, including and starting off with the Ascension. Obviously, it's kind of like your whaliness check. Prestige 30 again is geared towards whaliness and chunkier rosters. Elder's EQ giving more rewards for prestige, obviously that's kind of like helping whaliness and making whaliness more important and roster more important. Every single Battlegrounds change that they tested out was in order to increase the roster check there. 40 and 5 benefits more the bigger accounts, obviously, right? 40 deck size 5 bands, I mean. the Saga Defenders only was the most critical benefits only whale accounts type of thing, where, you know, I checked, I had like fucking 5 defenders for that meta when they tested it out, and the rest of my defenders just, you know, well, guess I'll die then. So, and you know, I can't rank up like 10 champions for every meta, so that was definitely to help them, as well as health loss doesn't matter. That's definitely a whaliness check too, because that, you know, makes the size of the champion matter exponentially more, not whether you make mistakes. So one's been definitely moving in a very deliberate direction, where so much more in the game depends on how much you spend and how big your roster is. Think Wave could be slept on? Maybe, we'll see. I mean, I hope she's good. I like Wave. I don't think she's gonna be good, but I hope she is. I think the use of the uns slash erratic. Oh, really? Tower just looks like basically arena with no units. Wave desperately needs ascension. Oh well, maybe in a year or two we'll take a look at that. Yeah, Ascension has been god awful as a transfer of rank level. Ascension has been really shit. There's like no question about it. Yeah, I need to start with that, don't I? I'm saying for the next time? Yeah, of course. I already got all the champions in the current Titan, so what else am I gonna do? For like last half a year or something, I have been saving for every Titan, even if I think the Titan's kind of crap. Because, you know, what else am I gonna do? Learn from this island and I still have 400k left over. I have like 250 left over, and yeah, it does feel wrong. Go to this mid too. Yeah, I mean, yeah, basically. Kind of. I mean, I like Ghost Rider, but again, I don't expect much from him. I think Ghost Rider is like fine. I don't think it's crazy. White Tiger is fun for sure. I can get new drops. If you have all the ones, I mean, like, there are no new drops right now, then if you have all the ones that exist right now. I know what you want me to tell you there, buddy. Go to this. I mean, he's kind of cool, let's face it, but, you know. Again, he's not a champion that I'm rushing to rank up. I'll put it like that. Oh shit. How many rank 4s do I have? A few. I'd say a couple. I mean, I can let you know in a sec. Oh yeah, I did White Tiger as well against Jugs. It was fun. Just wish the bleeds did not get purified. You could do so much more damage. That's a lot of incursion buffs and organization. Really? It's a lot of you don't even know how many. I mean, I just haven't like checked in a while. I mean, it is a bunch. It's not a few. I just suck. Let's check how many rank 4s we have. Filter 7-star. I have 78 rank 4s and 5 rank 5s. Allegedly. I mean, it's a bit. It's a few. Oh, I used to spend quite a lot on the game. But, you know, I also made money with MCOC, so that's why I kind of justified it. But I used to spend quite a lot. I'd say in the peak of my MCOC spending, I was probably spending like 300-400 a month, not counting the big sale days. Well, then it wasn't as many of them, but still. I'd say at the very peak, it's spending like 300-400 a month, not counting the big sale days, yeah. I think that's not what accurate, but I haven't been spending like that for like 3 years now. So probably quite a lot. I spent most. When I was in NY, I spent a decent amount for sure. ASR, when I was in ASR, I spent, I think, the most. And the beginning of NY time, too. Sorry, I mean noon. You can't do that, that's true. I tried going before. I heard it worked. I don't know if command pad fixed. I just used the blade as I was meant to be using, but I heard that the whole finish off with blade thing, it worked again. But yeah, now effectively for like last years, if not more, I have been spending, I buy the sigil, I buy the unit card, and I buy the double tracks. And that's the extent of my spending in, like, you know, average month. Are there going to be another CCV drops coming later this week? Yeah, there's going to be another CCV drops later this week, not right now. On Fridays they change. Will you spend for AA? I currently do not have any plans for that. Recently, in general, I'm just kind of like, I'm not setting up any money aside for the game, because again, I do have family, we do have a lot of things that, you know, we need to get and sort out and fix and stuff. And, you know, if somebody does sponsor an opening for me or something, that's great. I'm very, very grateful. But I'm not right now in position and time in my life where I could put some money aside for the game. So I view any money that I make largely as money that I have to use to take care of my family. I have stopped spending money on myself in general too. I have stopped, you know, getting myself random knickknacks or things, and I just try to cut as much spending as possible. And if I do have, like, you know, a bit of extra money, then I'd much rather use that to, I don't know, have a family trip out or something, or buy my wife something, or yeah, just, you know, go for a little something, like a little field trip or excursion or something. The future is solid for 10 games. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, why not? I think there's a future where you're gonna get AA in some random selected in like banquet event or something too. Just die. And he doesn't throw special. Okay, whoopsies. Well, not whoopsies, but you sucksies, that's what it is. And also my prediction is that 10k is A1 Spider-Ham, 21k. Oh, fair enough for that. I mean, I suppose so if you look at it from that point of view. But yeah, I'm definitely not in a spot where I'd be willing to, you know, take like $500 and blow it on a sale. Okay, question. If you don't have masters selected in BG deck, you have no masters selected for BGs in general? No, then it just uses your current default setup. Madman Bob. Madman Bob, then it just takes your basic setup that you have active in game. Also, I mean, that's probably a better idea than that I'm doing, but oh, 1 second. I should run for low, please. And Jamesy, what are you up to? How's life treating the big James? Are you Catholic? I'm Christian, but I'm not Catholic. I can't say that I'm, you know, mega faithful in general, but I am in Lutheran church. I kind of wish I was more faithful, but I don't know. It never really called to me. I do love the idea of kind of like an invisible guiding hand though. I do think, you know, faith in general can be like a massive good for humanity. And I think it's kind of needed, the idea of like an invisible hand guiding you. Because in absence of accountability, a lot of worst comes up. One second, there's a work situation ship. Right. Life could be 3 months better. What happened? What did life do to you now, Jamesy? One second. Shit. 1 second. Sorry about that, guys.
Shut up and take my money!
At Outdoorsy 86 £5. Hey KT, mods and chat. I've just got back from watching the Michael Jackson movie. What an absolute tribute
Let's
to
go,
a legendary
bub.
icon it was. Star emoji, star emoji, star emoji, star emoji, star emoji.
Alright, let's get back to it. And thank you very much, Darcy. So, to get back from watching the Michael Jackson movie, I haven't seen it. I'm not sure if I will watch it. Is it good? Do you feel like it's good? It's a fantastic tribute, but is it that movie I should watch with my wife or by myself? Mr. Senior Dorsey. Also, thank you very much for the $5. Whenever I do have these quiet streams, which are most of the streams recently, I always feel like nobody loves me. Bro thinks you're deado. No, I'm not dead. Definitely a family movie. Alright, cool. Craziest rank 5? War Machine. Considering rank 5 War Machine. That was kind of nuts. Don't you think so? You're gonna push more on BGs? Yeah, I'm probably gonna play BGs one more time before the meta changes, and then I'm just going to wait for the meta change and see where we get. Ta da da da. Ta da da da. I don't know, clean out me. I kind of like the old inventory items though. Lets me remember things. I don't mind it. So I don't care if they're cleaned out or not. Oh, whoopsies. I'm about to lose stuff. It's actually a bad matchup because of the roots, but it's fine. Hello. Well, best of luck in your celestial push, buddy. Oh no. Suck it, Alfredo. Oh, let's get 10.5. Yeah. Meanwhile, if you guys could hit those like buttons, sub buttons, and all the other good buttons, I'd greatly appreciate that. Use those free Amazon Prime memberships, hit that follow button. As you know. Perhaps in a completely wrongful manner, I still do kind of view it as, you know, people enjoying the channel or approving of the content or, you know, just caring at all. And besides, every bit does help. Truly does. Yeah. Like the hammer bullet? Yeah, no, again, I don't care. I kind of want them to leave them there. Why not? Really resist parry. Even in fucking arena, they're doing this bullshit to me. Oh yeah, that's just bad reflexes. Stuck. I need to get a bit of work done, I think. And we'll leave it there. Oh, Pav is here. Alright, cool. Yeah, I mean, I'll just use it down here. I never learned Enchantress's spells by the way. Did you guys learn Enchantress's spells? I didn't. Ah, you suck. Oh, we got like a local ninja here. Okay. You know, mostly. I mean, I know of them. I just don't know how to activate them all. I don't play this game? Yeah, it's only because you suck. I mean, I know a few people who learned them. I have seen Sith Supreme use them. I should not have done that. When the sales are out, I think on Friday, on 20 something on Friday. Not this Friday, the following Friday, I believe. A library. Daniel, I'm going to say something. Oh. You're welcome. That's doable. No fun. Maybe under 200 euros spendable. It's up to you, buddy. If you have disposable income that you're not willing to part with and give them to Kabam, go for it. Nothing wrong with spending on the game if you feel like it and can afford it. Nice, good job. I mean, I'm sure the sales are going to be good. They have to be. Because I'm sure Kabam's not happy with the previous sale. So I am sure that they'll do what they can. Yeah, that's also having like a problem in recent sales. You basically have to spend a shit ton of money to get anything worthwhile. No, I don't think you're gonna need 1,000 for Arkansas, more like 400. For some reason, people hate Whales, but like that. Yeah, I do also think that, you know, people are unnecessarily harsh at quote-unquote the whales. I mean, they do have their arguments, but in general, I just kind of live on a principle, you know. It's your money, your business, not my money, so. Also, if you do have that money, in most cases, you have done something right in your life, so. Saying units for Christmas. That's probably the correct approach. But yeah, I just don't think of myself as, you know, having a place to tell somebody what they should or should not spend their money on. From a moral standpoint, at the very least. You know, objectively comparing, you know, whether something's good or bad value or something, I think it's fair, but... Wow, what? Hey, Chrissy is here too. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's fine, do your worst. That's fine, you Da 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 da. Fuck? Yeah, I heard from Aki that spot's very good for her too. That was completely wrong Elsa's rotation, by the way. But I digress. Ta-da! You get your other Coliseum rewards? No, not yet. I mean, I can check, but they should be coming out either later today or tomorrow. I had kind of forgotten about them, to be honest. So let's check. I'll restart my game in a sec. Oh, boo-hoo. Come on, baby, do so. Last time it was Tuesday because they had a lot of stuff to check. Because crossbones could do like bajillion bars. Normally before that it was Mondays, but this time around it should be Tuesday again because Sith Supreme could do like bajillion bars. Or something like that. Also, if you are watching, hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit all the good buttons, take the high ground. If you do, you can send somebody to the gulag. If you don't, well then I'll be sad. Additionally, use those Amazon Prime memberships and all the other good stuff. Because what else? Where better? Alright. So we're gonna drop this here. I'm saying, come on, bot. Come on, botty boy. Sith Supreme was hilarious, kind of, yeah. It kind of was. I mean, Kabam can't always spot everything, and that is one of the things that I used to love, because we used to be able to find some very nice, good cheeses, like in the truest sense of the word. But Kabam has tried their best to eradicate all of the random, stun loops or kind of like stupidly good interactions. Which I kind of hate, because I found the entire game of MCOC to be more fun when you could do some weird wacky things with like Electro or something, and there's more heal reversal things and stuff like that. So I don't know. I guess I just miss the good old days, or I'm feeling nostalgic in a sense, but I did enjoy finding like a nice cheese lane more on occasion than reading 83 different nodes and figuring out which one of the 2 exact champions Kabam wanted me to use I have that I can use. You know what I mean? Yeah, temps dropped here quite a bit here too, by the way. Because it's kind of cold now here. Refog this one. Hey, I didn't do nothing. Yeah, exactly, Polar just that type of things, stupid things with like MODOK or Captain America Infinity War and his like, SIG ability and stuff. Not that fun. More fun than I find today's game. Generation in general? I mean, yeah. But then again, it's like, what do you expect us to do? Still live in caves? You know, it's the cost of progress, in my opinion. And the way out of this isn't paper straws or any shit like that. The way out of this is gonna be human innovation, if anything. You know, either we're gonna screw ourselves over till, you know, we collectively go extinct because of it, or human invention is gonna get us out of it. None of the paper straws or solar power is gonna help us much. I think, anyways. You are free to disagree. Have I mentioned that I hate paper straws? Which are crystals more logical to open? The cheapest one. Statistically speaking, the best chance to get an average result, thus not get completely fucked over, is from the one where you get most entries. Is Maestro possible with Puff? Yeah. Puff is very good for Maestro. Oh no, you stupid noodle. And I died first. Hey, love it. Alright, let's see where we're at. Unfortunately, I think Big Daddy KT is about need to go to work because like 3 different problems popped off while I was streaming. But hey, we got some new champions. Oh wait, I'm gonna be able to open one more. Even this, it's evolution. There you go. Alright, cool. And let's see, come on, Ascension. We are gonna be what, 17 crystals away. Nah, but no Ascension. Alright, let's try and open the 10k ones. Sod it. Go big or go home. No, in general I always open batches of 5 in the 2k ones, but let's do the 10k ones. Come on! No. Oh wait, what? I opened... Oh, I bought the 50. Okay, so that was a waste. Never mind, shouldn't have done that. Shush. See? Don't open these. I generally open 5 in batches of 5 the 2k ones. See, but I absolutely should not have done this. Oh well. Easy come, easy go. Oh, look at that. 7-star Nexus crystal. You're gonna open a 7-star Nexus crystal now? Sure, I guess. Whatever. Right, that's gonna be it for now. I need to get to work, I guess. Sucks. Well, best of luck, Madman Bob. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.